Hello everyone. I had some pretty exciting news that I wanted to share with you guys. But first I wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on what I should be doing in one of my next videos that I want to make. You guys can leave ideas down in the comments, but I wanted to make a video about how to take good care of your lovebird. But I wanted to know what questions you guys would have, because you don't always think of all the questions that people might have until they ask them. I want to just include everything in the video that you guys are wondering. So for sure leave a comment down below on what questions you would have about how to take care of your lovebird. People have different opinions on it, but for me, I like to keep my lovebirds living as naturally as they can, as naturally as possible, just like they would out in the wild. That is why I keep them outside during the warm season, because they live in warmer climates, and for the warm season, I think it's nice for them to live outside. But also, in my opinion, it does matter what season it is on how you take care of your lovebirds. Because if it's the cold season where they're not going to be breeding, then you'll feed them a different diet from when you would feed them in the breeding season, in the spring. So, yeah. I was trying out a new birdseed mix. It's one I made just myself. It's homemade. I put like pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, oats, almonds, and different things like that. And it's looking like they don't really like the flax seeds or the pumpkin seeds very much, but they like the pistachios, they like the almonds, and they like the walnuts. And they surprisingly like the oats. I didn't think they would like the oats very much, but they seem to like them okay. And they do especially love the sunflower seeds. I also like to give them millet from time to time as a treat, which they really love. But I'll kind of just keep you updated on the mix that I'm using. I'm just trying out a couple different mixes to see which one is going to be the best for them. It's going to be the most healthy and the one they like the most. Oh, something interesting that I did notice, when I give the birds their food, it's always the males that fly down first, and then the females follow after. I don't understand why this is. Maybe it's just because they're sending the males to see if it's safe, and then once the females know that it's safe, then they can fly down after. I don't know, but it's just something interesting I noticed. It happens every time, and yeah, I don't know. Oh, and sometimes when I'm out there, because they usually try to avoid me because they're afraid of humans right now, but I noticed when I'm watching them, sometimes the males will fly down and gather up the food and then fly up to the females and feed the females, which is really kind of sweet. I think it's kind of interesting, and it's really enjoyable to watch, I think. But anyways, if you watched my channel before, you should know which birds are paired up with who, but I'll kind of just give a recap real quick and kind of share something interesting that I have noticed. So, as you know, pretty much the king and queen of my flock is this yellow and blue one. They're a pair. The blue is the female, yellow is the male. And then we've got the dark factor male, the black and gray, paired with the dark factor female, the green and orange. So they're a pair. And then I've got this green and red female, but she is a very interesting case to me because she likes both this yellow one and this light green one. And it's very interesting because I've never seen a lovebird be interested in two different birds. Maybe it's just because of her past she has lost a few partners before, and I'll make a video about her and share it with you all. But she likes this yellow one, and this yellow and light green actually stick together at all times. They are both males, but they are best friends. They always stick together. And at night, they'll sleep on top of this green and red female's nest, while the female is in the nest all alone. Which is very interesting because all my other birds sleep in the nest with their partner, and this bird has been quite an anomaly to me. But anyways, now for the moment that I've been waiting to tell you guys, I'm very excited to announce that each and all of my females have went into the nest and built a nest and actually laid eggs. And I can show you guys here. But they actually laid eggs, and if you can see inside of this one, the green and black and gray pair, they laid eggs, but the female, you can see, she pushed away one of the eggs. So she laid 4 eggs and pushed away one of the eggs. So that lets me know that the other 3 eggs are actually good. They're actually fertile because she wants to sit on those, and that's how we know that they're good. The mom always knows if she has a good egg or not. I don't know how they do it, but they always know. And this is really exciting to me because I'm finally starting to have the successful breeding season this year, and I'm super excited to see what colors each one of my pairs will hatch. And with this pair, this green and red female, I don't actually know which of the males she mated with because she hangs around both of them. She really likes both of them, and they're best friends. They're always hanging around each other. So I just don't know. I suspect that it's the yellow. I'm hoping that it's the yellow because he'll have some really pretty colors if it's him. So I guess we'll just wait and see what color she has, and then we can just go from there. And as I suspected, the king and queen of my flock laid the most eggs at 6 eggs. They'll usually lay anywhere from 3 to 5, sometimes even 6. But she looks like she laid 6 eggs, and they're all in a pile. So that means they are all good because the mother won't sit on an egg that's bad. I really love this pair a whole bunch. It's one of the OGs of my flock, and she's always been my best producer. And I just love watching her raise her clutches and have new little chicks and see the colors that come from them. And she's always very happy to raise her chicks, and she takes very good care of them. So when I check on the eggs, I want to make sure I'm very careful that I don't disturb the nest too much. There's some people who like to take out the eggs and see if they're fertile or not, but in my opinion, that's too disruptive for the nest that the mom has built, because she set her eggs just how she wanted them, and I don't think we should be disturbing them and moving them around to be different than how she wanted them. There was a breeder I know that he wanted to check on his eggs to see if they were fertile. So he reached in the nest and took out some of the eggs and checked on them to see if they were fertile. And each and every one of them were fertile. But when he put them back in, they ended up never hatching because the mom just gave up on them because she felt like it was too unsafe to raise a little family of chicks because the owner disturbed the nest. I mean, people have different opinions on this, but in my experience, it's never a good idea to disturb the nest, especially when the mom has her nest all built the way she wants and has laid a clutch of eggs. Because when she lays eggs, you know that she is comfortable where she's at. And if you make her too uncomfortable, she can give up on her eggs. And if she's not comfortable in the first place, if she doesn't feel safe to lay eggs, she just won't breed and she won't lay eggs. So putting the camera up to the entrance of the nest is all I would like to do as far as checking on the eggs. And the mom will know if the egg is good or not. And if the egg is not good, then she'll kick it away just like in this nest. And we don't need to worry about any of that because the mom will take good care of her chicks once they hatch. Anyways, pretty exciting news for me. I can't wait to see what colors each and all of them have. And I'm thinking that I would like to take one of the chicks and train one to be like a house pet. I haven't really done that in the past. Unless one of my buyers wanted me to train one, then I'll train it a little bit. But I don't have a lot of experience training it from a little baby. So maybe I'll try that this season and see if I can have a house pet out of it. I think that would be pretty enjoyable. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I encourage each and everyone to get outside, enjoy nature, enjoy the animals, just be happy with life, live your best life, and as always, have a lovely day.